Namaste.
I am Tejaswini and welcome to my channel. I get several questions on my blog, Psychologically Astrology, which I answer in depth.
But today there is a question which I thought I could take on my YouTube channel, and the question is pretty thought-provoking to say the least. What is the best age to get married as per astrology?
Do we really need to get married and have children? And what happens if we don't? Marriage is a personal choice.
Everyone has their own idea as to what is the best age for them to get married, have children and settle down in life. Astrology is a sacred science. It is a Shastra. It is a Vedanga. So there are certain tips which we can pick up from astrology
to logically answer this question.
So let's start with the very basics. Every planet has a certain age in which they give their results in a way the personality can absorb, understand and utilize in a sensible manner. The first planet to mature is Jupiter. If you have observed yourself or your children at this age of 16 years, you will see that there is a sudden expansion. Maybe their friend circle changes, maybe they decide on what they would like to be in their lives. The next planet to mature is the Sun. He matures at the age of 22. At this age, most likely you would have received your first paycheck. If you can start your profession or start earning in a meaningful way at the age of 22, then this Sun will support you for the rest of your life. After that, the next planet is the Moon. He matures at the age of 24. This is the time when you feel a need to set up a home, the security of a home, with a person with the same tradition, the same culture and the same background as yours. The next planet to mature is Venus. He matures at the age of 25. Venus is the planet of equitable partnerships. So if you are really into love matches and you want to choose the partner of your choice, then 25 is the age when you should really think of settling down.
These are the ages when the planets are supportive and will help you make the correct decision regarding your spouse and your marriage. They will ensure that you are able to match your energies more effectively with your new partner and your new family. The next planet to mature is Mars, and he matures at the age of 28. Mars is the energy of life and death, and he also rules the reproductive organs because he is the natural owner of the 8th house of the horoscope. So this is the ideal time to have your children, to start your family. After that, Mercury matures. You expand on a very different level. Your intellectual capacity increases. You wish to think more. You wish to come to conclusions about what you want in life. Also, you will become more serious about your financial security. The romance and need for home security may now be fading from your mind.
The next planet to mature is Saturn. He matures at the age of 36 years. You realize the real meaning of responsibility, of maturing in a real sense.
You're almost grown up now. Your understanding of work and responsibility are now making you more serious. Your opinions are more considered, and there is a new gravity to everything you do or say.
And then come the 40s. The 40s are the most happening decade of the life, believe me. And this is because Rahu and Ketu mature at this age. And certain things which were locked because of Rahu and Ketu's influence on the houses they are placed in, on the planets they are with, all those locks slowly start dissolving. From the age of 42 until the age of 48, you suddenly change. Entire potential of your personality is available to you. 48 is a very critical age for everyone because that is the time when Ketu, the strongest and the oldest force in jyotish, is fully able and willing to give his full results. If Rahu and Ketu are benefic in your chart, then you suddenly start moving on a very rapidly increasing curve, and you can choose to use this potential in a way which is meaningful to you.
But in all this technical discussion, there is one very important emotional connect. Our children.
We are majorly dependent on our children, and our children also are dependent on us for a very long period of time. So the best option is to get your children independent by the time you turn 48 years of age. So if it is possible, try to get married by the age of 25, have your children by the age of 28, and be free to embrace what your horoscope has really brought for you by the age of 48.
Now the second part of this question, do we really need to get married? And if we get married, do we really need to have children? The short answer is yes. Now the details, backed by logic. See, the body, the DNA you have been given It is not just your own.
It belongs to your ancestors. It is a gift from your ancestors, and the ancestors still control you through your ninth house.
The ninth house is the most important house of the horoscope because it is the foundation. It is the house of luck, of blessings, of the support you will get from the society, the help you get from your peers. It is the genuine wisdom of a real guru. And the ninth house is the house of the lineage. It is the ancestors, the spouse, and also the children.
So to strengthen the ninth house, or at least to make sure it does not get weak, it is best to carry on the lineage in one way or the other.
It is advisable to get married and to have at least one child to continue the lineage. Denying marriage and denying children often causes a block on several other interconnected aspects of the life.
A block on the blessings, a block on the support that you will get in your life. Maybe you will not understand this in your 20s, in your 30s, but by the time you reach your late 40s and the entire potential of your chart is available to you, you will feel that lacuna.
Exception is if you have a very strong sannyasi yoga operating in your chart. Marriage can be skipped. The person directly becomes a sannyasi or a tapasvi in search of the inner self. He is now required to follow the directions of his guru, and he too will have children of a sort. These will be the children of his soul, his disciples to whom he will teach,
because the ninth house demands to be satisfied. This is a controversial topic, but since there was a question, here is the answer. I hope it has been of some use to you. If not, at least it must have given you some food for thought. Thank you for watching. Namaste.